Hi everybody, this is Patty, Rockstar Mom. Welcome to my channel. This channel is all about living your life and not your age. It's about what works and what doesn't work on aging skin. It's about being relevant in this youth-oriented world. And it's about being cute. It's about knowing that it's okay to age, even when you're 74 years old. But more than anything, the Rockstar Mom channel is about being kind, about trying to change this big old world one kind act at a time. Stay tuned. So today we're going to do this video that's going around, and I'm looking down because I have my computer in my lap with the questions, but it's going to be the best and worst YouTube beauty community tag. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching other people do this tag, so I thought that I might have a little bit different take on it, so I decided to do it myself. Here goes. Question number 1. What are your favorite videos to watch? I like to watch anything that entertains me. There are about 1 million plus eyeshadow tutorials here on YouTube. There are probably that many reviews of certain palettes. I like to be entertained. I like to learn, but I want to be entertained also. So videos in general that entertain me are typically the videos that I go to first, or maybe I should say channels that entertain me. Seem to be the ones I go to first. If I'm going to spend 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes of my time watching a video, it just has to meet certain criteria. Whether I'm learning how to knit a new stitch or paint a new girl or a new flower or do my eyeshadow. In order for me to watch a video, those things have to happen with that channel consistently. Number 2, what are your favorite videos to film? Actually, and this may come as a surprise to many of you, but my very favorite videos to film are the silly videos that I've done. Gertrude, the black wig, would be one. The one I did where I spoofed Tammy, Uppy's Beads, when she did What's in My Purse, her What's in My Purse video. That was a lot of fun. And then a year or so ago when I did dressed up like an older, exaggerated woman and danced around and acted stupid. That was one of my favorite videos that I filmed. I've had people tell me in comments that they love those videos so much that they save them to their computer desktop And when they were having really bad days, or someone at work or a friend or a family member was having a bad day, they would show them those videos because they always knew they could get a laugh out of them. It would lighten their load just a little bit. So I think in real life I'm a really silly person. People who know me would tell you that I'm always acting silly and just fun. I like fun. I like to have fun. Number 3, what are your least favorite videos to watch? Well, again, that's easy. My least favorite videos are, and I just don't do it anymore. If I've seen 2 or 3 or 4 maybe videos on a particular eyeshadow palette, let's just say, or a product, and I've seen it reviewed by 3 or 4 people, I'm not going to watch it again. I'm not going to watch another one of those videos. I think we all see these product reviews and we feel like we have to have that palette, and I think many times we buy it just to review it. And you know, by the time I see 3 or 4 reviews, I've pretty much seen the good, the bad, and the ugly about it, and I just don't see any need to watch another one. So something else that I don't watch a lot of, and they've become my least favorite, are especially the eyeshadow tutorials, where the person doing the tutorial is using about 29 colors on their eyes, putting on and blending and shading and adding more and blending and shading and adding more, and the cut creases. I don't wear my eyeshadow that way. It no longer interests me. It's not a good look on me. As a matter of fact, it's never been a good look on me. So those are some of my least favorite to watch. And when I realize that's what the video is about, usually I just get off right then. I don't even finish watching it. Number 4, what is your favorite part of the beauty community? You. I think everybody says that, but it's you. It's whether you're a content creator or strictly a subscriber or maybe just a viewer. You haven't subscribed and you'll probably never subscribe, but you watch my videos, and that is, it just means more to me than anyone can imagine. I love the friendships that I've made behind the camera. Many of us get to know each other on a much more personal level behind the camera. And that's not just true with content creators. I have some very good friendships with some of my subscribers / viewers who do not create content here on YouTube. They just always comment on my videos. I get to know them, and we just have little relationships going on, and I love that. I love that we touch so many people. I love that we touch each other. Number 5, what is your least favorite part of the beauty community? In the last couple of years, there's been some bickering and some things that have gone on behind the camera and in front of the camera that I'm not gonna tolerate for me and my channel. I've had people tell me, confide in me, that they've confided in other people behind the scenes, and then that person had betrayed their trust. I've also know firsthand that some people have chosen to create videos where they speak for the whole community, and I knew nothing about it, and I disagreed with it completely. there have been videos done where one or more content creators have been, without calling their names, criticized for their content. And I'm not going to be a part of that. Listen, here's the way I feel about it. I have the power of the thumb, the button, whichever finger you push the buttons with. I have that power. And if I don't like what someone is doing on their channel, I have the power to unsubscribe to that channel. I don't have to watch it. Why would I watch or be associated with any channel or person that makes me feel bad? No. Number 6. What motivated you to start your channel? Well, I think I've said this before, but back when YouTube was first in its infancy, it was just in the early days. My daughter Jennifer called me one day and she said, Mama, she said, you love makeup, you love skincare. Mom, you've been out presenting and doing public speaking in front of thousands of people your whole life. She said, you would be great with a channel on YouTube. And I just poo-pooed her and said, no, I'm not interested. And from time to time, she would come back to me and say the same thing to me, basically, trying to convince me to do it. I didn't truly understand YouTube. I thought it was way over my head. I wondered if maybe, I thought I was too old for it. I was getting ready to retire, and I just didn't want it. And then I kept hearing a little bit more about YouTube here and there, but when it really came home to me was I had met Jim, and one of the things I knew about Jim was that he was an avid fly fisherman. And although I love to fish, I had never been fly fishing per se. I'd fished for trout before, but never with a fly rod. So I thought YouTube, and I went on YouTube and typed in how to fly fish, and all these videos came up, and I watched how to fly fish. And then one day I happened to notice over on the side of that page an eyeshadow tutorial, and it got my attention, and I clicked on it, and it was like, oh my gosh, the whole world opened up. And so that was how it started. I started looking for women my age or somewhere close to my age, and there were none. There was absolutely none. I searched and I searched and I searched, and there were just none. And finally I thought, you know what, if I'm this age and I'm looking on YouTube for these types of videos done by women my age, I might get some, there have to be a lot of other women out there. And so that's why I started my channel. And from the very beginning, I decided that if I was going to be totally honest and upfront, I had to tell my age. And I made my age a focal point of my channel. That was my uniqueness, was that I was not afraid to put out there my age. And I always claimed, up until recently, to be the oldest person in the beauty community posting videos. And I challenged people to find someone older, and no one ever could. They could find people older in other genres, maybe in cooking or natural foods or things like that, or travel, but there's just been no one up until this past year who was older than me. And I have used that to my advantage in growing my channel. Okay, number 7, who inspires you on YouTube? You know what? There would be a lot of people over the years who have inspired me. I think some of the bigger channels that have been around from day one with YouTube here in this beauty community, and there are too many to really name the names, but they have, what's happened with them, if you go back and look at their early videos and then you look at where they are now, they have progressed. They've changed. They are no longer sitting in the center of their bed recording. With the bed unmade, they have progressed to the point where they are very professional and they're with the times. They make you feel good about watching them because everything, it's like Hollywood. I think we all start somewhere. We all start with our little, maybe our phones as our cameras, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. I started with an old JVC camcorder that I'd had for years. That's what I started with. The quality was horrible. My lighting was horrible. I'm surprised anybody watched me. And as I've been financially able, I have tried to change with the times and make my videos better, both visually and content-wise. So I think people who do that inspire me YouTube-wise. If I had to choose one single person on YouTube who truly inspires me, it would be Candy Johnson. And I know that many of you follow Candy because I see you comment under her videos. Candy's channel is huge. She's been around from day one. And Candy has grown with YouTube. But the one thing that has always been extremely consistent with Candy is that Candy is a good person. She inspires you. If you follow her on Facebook, if you follow her, I mainly follow Candy on YouTube and on Twitter, although I know she's on Facebook and I know she's on Instagram. But her message to everyone, especially her viewers and subscribers who are being bullied, they're going through hard times, they feel down on themselves, they feel like they're not important. She is their biggest cheerleader, and she never forgets them. She never forgets them. I can leave one of her videos or her tweets feeling so much better. And to me, that's what inspiration is. When someone can make me feel even better than I feel like I am. Candy can do that. Now, let's just change that question. I'm going to rewrite it. Who most entertains you on YouTube? We have someone here on YouTube in the beauty community with a relatively new channel. I think she's probably had her channel for maybe a year. And she's totally unfiltered. I have more fun watching her than any other person on YouTube. She is so cute. She is so beautiful. She is so smart. And she is so off the charts funny. If I ever got to Palm Springs, I'm afraid that I would have to move there just so I could chance running in to Palm Springs Cindy. When I open my computer to YouTube or my phone or my iPad, and I see that Cindy has posted a video, it's the first video I watch. I watch every second of it. I'm never ready for them to be over. If I know that she's doing a live feed, I'm in the audience. I make plans to be there for it live. If I miss it, I watch it later. I talk back to her. I am so totally drawn into her videos. She just has a way of pulling you into her videos. She says anything that comes she just talks, and you never know what's going to come out of her mouth. I totally adore her. I love the way I feel both during and after watching one of her videos. Now, tell me this. If you feel the same way I do about Cindy, raise your hand. Come on, raise it. Raise it. Sandra, with Life Over Six, Sandra, I see you. Thank you. I knew. Susan, little poet. There you are, Susan. I see you too. Hi, Susan. Do you have Desi? Do you have Desi? Carol, move over, Carol, so that I can see you. Carol, the old Carol Show. Hi, Carol. Hi. I knew you liked her. Ann P, there you are. Y'all are going to have to, listen, you're going to have to either stand up in the back or get your hand up higher so that I can see you. Well, hey, Miss Loretta. I did, you don't do videos, but I can't. You look just like your picture. You look just like your picture. I'm looking. Susie QB. Hey, Susie Q. Hey. You're so short. I didn't realize you were that short. Monica, I see you up there. I see you. Monica's standing on that chair, Monica McGillicuddy. She's standing on that chair. Oh my gosh, Lori, Trixie girlism. Lori, I don't know how you have time to watch all the videos you watch. I know that's why you don't have your own channel, because you're always busy watching and commenting under everybody else's video. But I know, Lori, you love Cindy as much as I do. I know. Bella on a budget. There you are. Hey, Bella. Hey. There's Joan. There's Joan Junebug. Hey, Joan. I hope the sun's shining in Las Vegas. Well, there's Mary Ellen. Hi, Mary Ellen. Y'all know Mary Ellen over 60. She's right there. Hi, Mary Ellen. Oh, gosh. Oh, me. Oh, my. I cannot believe. Melissa, you're here. Melissa 55. Hey, girlfriend. Jerry, you always have on so many different wigs. I never know. Jerry's with Growing Older, with Style. She's a good one. Mary. Okay, Mary. Glitzy Fritzy. Mary. You like her too, don't you? Hey, Carter. I almost didn't recognize you, girl, with that cute little short hairstyle. Love it. Oh, Lori. I can't believe, Lori. All that beauty with Lori. I can't believe you're here. Are you short too, Lori? Some of y'all, you just need to stand up taller. Stand on the chairs if you want me to see you. I need to see you. Well, listen, I'm sorry I got off on that tangent, but There's so many of you that were raising your hands that you love Cindy as much as I do. It's a good day when Cindy posts a video. Let's get back to this tag. Number 8. The number one thing you would change about the YouTube beauty community. Oh gosh, nothing. Nothing, because we are what we are. We are who we are. And we're each individual, and we each have our own talents to share with each other. So I wouldn't change anything. Number 9, the number one advice for other creators / new people starting a new channel. Years ago, not long after I started my channel, I was given some very good advice by Tammy, Uppy's Beads. Tammy told me to be myself, always to be myself. And I've shared that same advice with many, many new content creators here on YouTube. Just be yourself. I couldn't be Tammy because I'm not Tammy. But I can be the very best me that I can be. I can figure out, if I don't know already, my talents, my strengths, my weaknesses, and play off of those. I don't have to be just like anyone else. That doesn't mean that I can't use some of the tips and techniques that the so-called beauty experts tell us that we should do if we want to grow our channels. There are some things that the powers that be, the experts, know about building a channel, if that's what you want to do. They know it. They're proven techniques that work. But I think what we all need to remember, whether we're new, just starting out, or maybe we've been doing this for a while and we're still considered a small channel, or whether we've bumped up just a little bit like I have, or whether it's a Candy Johnson. I just think we have to be true to ourselves. I think that camera tells the story. And I think if we're not being true to ourselves, if we're not being honest, the camera's going to tell on us. The camera knows. It knows. And it comes through the other end. I can watch a video and I know. I just know. And finally, number 10. What do you love about YouTube as a whole? Pretty much everything. Some of you have heard me say this, but many of you may know Marianne Williams. Marianne wrote a book called The Return to Love, or A Return to Love, I'm not sure. But it may have been her first book. And if you've not read it, it's a good read. But in that book, she says that we do not have to go to seminary. We do not have to go to any special school to be a minister. Marianne says that if we have a Rolodex, we have a ministry. Now, some of you watching this video have no idea what a Rolodex is. So I'll put it this way. If you have a contact list on your phone, or a YouTube channel, or an Instagram account, or a Twitter account, or Facebook, you have a ministry. You touch a lot of people. And even if it's just that little contact list in your phone, you touch people. And that's what I love about YouTube. I spent the biggest part of my adult life in sales in some shape, form, or fashion. Even as a flight attendant, I considered that sales. When you're interacting with another person, it's always, you're either selling them an idea or on yourself, or they're selling you. And I've always been successful. And I believe the reason I was successful is because I saw people that I worked with, people who reported to me, as my ministry. Not that I'm preaching to them, but my actions and my words could influence them. And I always knew that the more I helped and did for them, the more I would get back. There's an old saying in sales. When you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want. I never liked in sales, and here on YouTube, anything, the rankings. Oh, they're the number one person. Oh, they're number two. They're in the top 10. I don't like that. I never like to do that kind of recognition, because I have been sitting there when the top 10 was being recognized, and I'm thinking, well, I don't even rate. I must not be important. So when I did recognition, because I was required to do certain kinds of recognition, I would always find a way to recognize everybody. Anybody who put forth an effort gets recognized. And I think here on YouTube, just because a channel is new, or just because they're small, doesn't mean they're not important. It just means they're not there yet, but they will be if they want to be. I watched Susan, Little Poet, do this video, and she said something at the very end. And Susan, I'm going to copy you because I want to offer this too. I did this years ago and had a good response to it, but I'm going to do it again. If you are a new channel or still consider yourself a small channel and you want to promote your channel, in the comments section below, tell us about yourself. Put a link to your channel page or to your favorite video that you've created so that everyone who watches this video can go down and read a little bit about you and then go check you out. I'm anxious to see some new channels. That's it. This was a really fun tag. I'm sorry it was a little bit longer. I had so many people that needed to be acknowledged because they were raising their hands about Cindy. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to go out and be kind. You know, just be kind. Just one little act of kindness today is a step toward changing the world. Know that I love you, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.